welcome to this flow class. We're going to be working on some back bending today into some different postures, but mostly I want you to use this practice today to focus more on connecting movement with breath rather than the physical effort that you are exerting. This is a practice to become present, to just be here right now. Allow every notion of what this should be, and what your body should do, to just set it aside. Just be here. I recommend 2 blocks if you like. If you don't have blocks, a stack of books, a VHS tape if you have one of those, can of soup, whatever you have that's going to work. But we will start in seated, a comfortable seat. It can be cross-legged, sitting on a block, anything that you can be in for a few moments. So once you get comfortable, you can draw your hands to thighs, palms face down. Close your eyes. We'll begin by moving a few breaths just in through your nose, down into your belly. And sigh it out. Good, twice more. Last one. Keeping eyes closed in this seated position, allow your breath to return to a natural pace. Just in your nose and out of your nose. Notice the tempo of your thoughts. The thoughts are jumping, racing, moving quite quickly, or if the thoughts are calm and steady. No judgment, no right or wrong. Just notice. With every breath, looking to become more and more in tune with the inhale, what that feels like, and the exhale. In tune with watching the chest expand and rise, belly expand and rise. And gentle contraction as everything comes back to center. You see your thoughts and notice when you begin to be taken down that train of thought away from your breath. And every time you become aware of the attention no longer on the breath, bring it back without judgment, no internal shaming. Just, okay, my breath is no longer the point of focus. And if you find this difficult, your thoughts continually going and leading you outward rather than inward, practice this mantra And as you inhale, repeating, here I am. Exhale, I am here. Here I am. I am here. We'll take 5 more deep rounds of breath in through your nose, out through your nose. You can begin to introduce Ujjayi breath here. Make the breath louder, slight constriction at the back of your throat, just like you're fogging a mirror. Soften your face. One more deep breath in. And a long exhale. Blinking your eyes open. You can adjust your seat if you need to, add a block if you need to, but we'll inhale, reach the arms up, big stretch. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, scraping them against the back of the wall, open up through the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, scrape. Feeling the tightness in any areas within the body. Good, taking this movement slowly. One more. Keep this cactus arm. Deep breath in. Lift the heart. Exhale, round. Pulling the elbows towards the belly button. Chin tucks down to chest. Inhale, open up, expand. Exhale, round. Inhale, open, expand. Exhale, round. Open, expand. Exhale, round. Last time. Inhale, open, expand. Exhale, round. Find a neutral spine. If you'd like a few shoulder rolls, just to release that. Forward and back. Good. Come into a seated position with the legs extended. You can sit on your mat. I'm just going to face you so you can see. And then take your right ankle, cross it over the left thigh, and sole of the foot down to the floor. Gently hugging your knee in, sitting up tall. A few deep breaths like this. On your exhale, place the right hand back behind you, hugging your knee into your chest with your left arm, just sitting up tall, not a very deep twist, but with your exhale, opening up chest towards the right. Moving to where the body gives you resistance. Pausing. And every exhale, finding a little bit of new space. But wait for the body to give it to you. Exhale exhale, come back through center. If you'd like a counter twist, taking that. Good. Turn the pinky side edge of your foot down to your mat, and so eventually your knees would be stacked. This might be a little bit uncomfortable for some people, so placing a prop either under the knee on that side or under the knee on top of the thigh, anything that's going to work. You can also just cross ankle over thigh into a figure 4 shape. So finding a position that's going to suit you, still staying with this left leg extended out straight, sitting up tall, and then set your left hand down to the mat, right arm reaches up. Take a big deep inhale, reach the right arm to ceiling, and as you exhale, the right hand to the occipital bone, reach the elbow up now, deep breath in, and exhale up and over. Keep going with that side stretch. Keep grounding the pelvis into the floor, both sit bones. Slowly unwind. Extending both legs straight. You can bend your knees and take a windshield wiper motion here. Just release low back. And when you're ready, extend your right leg out, crossing left ankle over right thigh, sole of the foot down to the floor for right now. And go ahead, hug your knee into chest, sit up nice and tall, expand through the collarbones. Find your breath. And release left hand back behind. Right arm reaches up. And then wrapping the arm around your left leg, hugging it into chest. Now as you exhale, slowly open into your twist. It won't be very deep here, especially at the beginning of practice. But with every exhale, finding new space. Good. Come back through center, and then turn the pinky side edge of your left foot to the mat so that eventually the knees will stack, or again, figure 4 if you want to prop under this leg, 2 props, 3 props, whatever is going to suit you. But again, sitting up tall. And then right hand beside as you reach the left hand up and into the left elbow. And keep reaching the elbow up to the ceiling as you drop the right shoulder down, finding length in the side body. Both sit bones are grounded. Beautiful. Come back through center, unwind your legs, and take your windshield wiper side to side just to release. Again, coming into a comfortable seat, might be cross-legged, sitting on a block. Reach your arms out, make 2 fists, and then bend into your elbows and draw the fists behind the back so the back of the hand is against kind of the upper back. We're going to start to press the fists together as you open through the chest and rotate the shoulders back and down. As you press through. The low belly tones in. Good. Slowly release the hands, roll the shoulders a few times. We'll meet in a tabletop, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And take 1 or 2 cat-cows, release the spine. And pausing for stillness in this tabletop, right hand to the occipital bone, just placing it on the back of the head. Inhale, open the chest, reaching the elbow towards the ceiling as much as possible. It might not be that much. And as you exhale, elbow to elbow. Good, inhale, reach up with that elbow. And exhale, touch. Inhale, open. And exhale, touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, touch. Last round, inhale, open. And exhale, touch. Good, release right hand down to mat, left hand to occipital bone, doing the other side. Inhale, open up. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Good, twice more. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Beautiful. Left hand to mat. Start to walk your hands forward towards the top edge of your mat, or if you have a mirror, dropping forehead down into melting heart. You can also drop elbows, but just looking to keep your hips lifted, balanced over your knees. And every exhale, you find new space, releasing chest, sternum down to mat. Next out breath. Draw your hands back under your shoulders into tabletop, and then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. And in this first downward dog, just finding a little bit of movement, swaying the hips side to side, pedal the feet, bend deep into the knees. Eventually pausing in stillness, focusing on your hands, spread the fingers, ground the base of the palms, the first knuckle, the thumb knuckle, pinky knuckle, all 4 corners. On your next out breath, bend into your knees, look forward and take small steps into your forward fold, feet hip distance apart. Allow yourself to pour out of the pelvis as you fold forward. Deep bend in your knees. Gentle shake of the head, yes. Shaking it, no. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Ground into your heels. Use the strength of your legs, 1 vertebrae at a time. Slowly rise up to standing. Shoulders roll back and down into Tadasana. In Tadasana, stacking your joints. Feeling the grounding through your feet. The physical sensation of skin to mat. Deliberate inhales. And exhale. As you inhale, reaching up overhead, really lengthening through the spine. Take a mini back bend here, pressing the hips forward, lifting the heart. Gently leaning the heart back. On your next out breath, soften into the knees, fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen. Then plant your hands, step back to high plank. Just pause in this high plank. Option for knees down. Spread your fingers and press the mat away from you. Strengthen the legs, just as though you're standing on your feet. Press through the heels, hips in line with shoulders, and the triceps wrap back towards the back side of the mat. One more breath. On the exhale, shift your body weight forward. I'm going to set my knees down to lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale, lift the chest for cobra. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale for cobra, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra, lift. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Option here to press into tabletop or straight into plank, and then exhale, downward facing dog. And tabletop or plank. Exhale, downward facing. Pausing for 3 deep breaths. On your exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step, jump, or hop, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise, reach up. Take that mini back bend. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Again, pausing. Wrapping the triceps back, pressing through the feet. On your exhale, down to your belly. This time, arms come by your sides, chin through center. Inhale, lift the chest, reach the arms back, and press the tops of the feet down into the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the chest, reach back. Exhale, release. Lift the chest, reach back, press the feet down. Exhale, release. Plant the hands beside the rib cage, spread the fingers, tuck your toes into tabletop or plank. Exhale, downward dog. One more breath. On your exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step, jump, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise, reach up, take your mini back bend. Hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. And plant your hands, step back, high plank. Pause for breath. Okay, keep pressing your mat away. Shifting body weight forward. This time, you can come all the way down to the belly or halfway down chaturanga. And inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing. From this downward facing dog, lift your right leg high. Bend into the knee and open up fire hydrant. You can soften into your left knee, coming high onto the ball of the left foot to find more space. And keep your shoulders level as you keep pressing the mat away. On the exhale, curl the knee into chest, come forward into high plank, and then slowly, using your core muscles, see if you can step that foot in between the palms. Keep the hands planted. You might have to heel toe your way up. And the back knee comes down for low lunge as you inhale, reach up. Pressing through the front heel, plugging right femur into hip. And clasping the hands behind, roll your shoulders back and down and start to guide the knuckles down the left leg as you lift the heart. And exhale, lean back. Taking the gaze with you. Slowly start to come up, tenting the fingertips, lift the back knee into a runner's lunge. You can stay right here with the hands tented or start to float your fingertips, pulling the heart towards the mirror, firing up the right leg, the back leg. A few deep breaths. On your next exhale, slowly rise, crescent lunge. Open up for warrior two. Back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Heel to arch alignment as you sink into the front knee. Beautiful. From here, both hands to the occipital bone. Interlace the fingers. And inhale, reach the right elbow to ceiling, left elbow to mat. Exhale, right elbow to thigh, left elbow to ceiling. Good, we're moving side to side with your breath. Every exhale, the elbows lift. Inhale back through center. Exhale. Inhale back. Exhale. Good, keep going. One last time. Release into warrior two. Straighten your front knee. Heel toe that back foot up 1 or 2 times and then exalt this shape. If you'd like to reach that arm back behind, place it into the left pocket. Helps to open up the right shoulder, right chest, and then take your gaze towards your back foot. Extending arms back to your warrior two shape. Moving into Trikonasana. As you exhale, pull the hips back, reach forward, dropping right hand to the shin or onto a block. And left hand reaches up. Stacking wrist over elbow, over shoulder. Gaze is wherever feels comfortable. On your exhale, rebend your knee and place the forearm to thigh. The left arm keeps reaching up, but then bend the elbow, reaching the hand back behind as you open the chest. Exhale, both hands to mat. Set the block aside if you have it. And stepping back, reaching your right leg back up for three-legged dog. Find fire hydrant. And then setting right foot down, take your vinyasa. Coming down to chaturanga or belly. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg reaches up, fire hydrant. Shoulders level. On your exhale, curl the knee into chest, come forward, high plank, and then using your deep core muscles, pull the belly button in, step forward between the palms, the hands, right knee comes down. Inhale, reach, up, low lunge. On your exhale breath, interlace your fingers, lift the heart. And exhale, lean the heart back as you guide the knuckles down the right leg. Keep pressing into your left heel. On the exhale, tent the fingertips, tuck your back toes, lift the right knee into a runner's lunge. You can stay here, fingertips tented, or start to float your fingertips off the mat. Fire up the breath. On your exhale, come high, crescent lunge, and then open up, warrior two. Heel to arch alignment, back foot in line, the back edge of your mat. Hands to occipital bone. Inhale. And exhale, left elbow to ceiling, right elbow to right leg. Inhale, back through center. And exhale, right elbow to ceiling, left elbow to leg. Back through center. Exhale. Back through center. Good, keep going. Center. Exhale. Center. Good. Keep moving with your breath. One last round. Back through center, then left elbow reaches up. Finding warrior two, straighten your front knee. Exalt this shape as you heel toe your back foot up a couple of times. Reaching left arm up, right arm down the leg. And you can also place that left hand into left pocket. Reaching the chest to ceiling and looking down at your back foot. Unwind the arms, bringing them back into a warrior two shape. With the front knees still straight, pull the hips back, reaching forward. Trikonasana, drop left hand to shin or block, right hand reaches up. Pressing down through your feet. On your exhale into extended side angle, bend your left knee and place the forearm to thigh, keeping right arm reached up for now. And then on your out breath, bend into the right elbow, place the back of the hand to sacrum. As you exhale, windmill both hands down to mat. Step back into three-legged dog. Open up your fire hydrant. And then set left foot beside right into your vinyasa. Upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. For our second side of this sequence, or second round of this sequence, I forgot to put this at the beginning of the video, but a strap is optional here. We'll be working through some binding, so you can keep the strap. Usually just folded into quarters is perfect, just by the side of your mat here. We'll meet in downward facing. Right leg lifting, bending into that leg. Open up fire hydrant. If you enjoy flipping the dog, I'm going to guide you through here. Shift the body weight forward until the shoulders stack relatively over the wrists, and then start to turn and flip your dog. I'm pressing through the left palm, right arm reaches up and over. Keep your breath. On your exhale, moving very slowly, setting right palm down into three-legged dog. And then hug knee in, come forward, high plank, step forward, low lunge. Beautiful, setting left knee down. Reach arms up. And as you exhale, bend into your elbows, lean the heart back. It's as if you're curving your spine over a beach ball. Beautiful. From here, dropping hands down to mat, tent the fingertips, lift your back knee, runner's lunge. You can float the fingertips off the mat or start to open through the chest, reach the arms back towards the back edge of the mat. Keep the bend in your front knee as you pull your heart forward as if you're doing locust in the chest. Beautiful. Arms reach up, crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two. From warrior two, exalt the shape, reaching right arm up overhead. Keep the bend in your front knee. On your exhale, we're going to exhale into extended side angle, reaching up and over. Good, back into warrior two, inhale. Now exhale, exalt. Inhale, warrior two. Now exhale, extended side. Good, keep moving with your breath. One more. Exhale. And then straighten your front knee. Heel toe your back foot up a few times just to give you a little bit more anchoring. Now as you exhale, pull hips back, reach forward, Trikonasana. Dropping right hand down to block or shin and opening the chest. Exhale, bend your front right knee into extended side angle. This time, option to place right hand to block or mat as you bend your knee, and left hand can start reaching up. And we'll start to work into our bind. So bending your left elbow, left hand to the back, the low back or the glute. And you can pause there. When you're ready, exhale. Drop right shoulder to the right inside leg. And reach the right hand back to grab the left fingertips. This might be where you put your strap just to extend that bind. Keep opening the chest. Now keep your left hand where it is. You can set your right hand down just for support. Heel toe your back foot up 1 or 2 times and start to straighten this front right leg. I'm going to work into finding a bind in Trikonasana. So as you straighten your front leg, ground through the heels and open the chest towards the left. Allow the shape to be whatever it is. Honor what's happening in your body. One more deep breath. Exhale, release that strap, the bind. Plant the palms, step back into three-legged dog, reach the right leg up. And then you can pause in fire hydrant or again start to flip the dog, shift the body weight forward. Flipping your dog, right arm reaches up and over. Exhale, as if you move through molasses. Slowly, three-legged dog. Right foot beside left and through your vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. From downward dog, left leg lifts, bend into the left knee. Again, you can stay here or flip this side, shifting body weight forward, dropping left foot off the right edge of the mat, turning the body to the ceiling. Shaking is good. Exhale, slowly back into three-legged dog. Knee into chest, come forward, high plank, step forward, low lunge. Arms reach up. Cactusing into the arms, lift the chest, and exhale, lean it back. Keep some strength in your leg. The low belly toned in slightly. Exhale, hands to mat, tent the fingertips, tuck your back toes, lift the back knee. You can stay again with floating your fingertips if you wish, or draw the chest up and start to create this locust shape, reaching the hands back, expanding through the chest. Exhale, arms reach up. Open up, warrior two. On your exhale breath, exalt this shape, reaching left arm up and over. Inhale, back, warrior two, and then exhale into extended side. Inhale, back, warrior two, and exhale, exalt. Warrior two, and exhale, extended side. Good, keep going with your breath, side to side. One more. Exalt this shape, and then start to straighten your front knee. Heel toe the back foot up a couple of times. I just find this easier to create length in my legs and find more space in the body. Pull the hips back, reach forward, Trikonasana, dropping left hand to shin or block. Right hand reaches up. And as you exhale, bending your front knee, making your way into extended side angle. And so the left hand can start on the block or the mat. As you reach the right arm up, you can lengthen the stance out a little, just finding the shape that works for your body. Moving into your bind right hand to the low back of the glute, and drop your left shoulder to the inside of your left leg, reaching that arm back behind to grab the right hand if you like, and then open the chest, or this is where you put your strap, your little extender, just to lengthen. And that way you get a little bit more space in the chest as well. One more deep breath. As you exhale, release left hand to mat and start to straighten this left leg, noticing, okay, my hamstrings are a bit tight, so I'm going to heel toe my right foot up a little bit. That way I can straighten this left leg a little more. And looking for a bind in our Trikonasana, you might start bending the knee, and then once you have the bind, work to open the chest. I'm using a strap here. I have very tight hamstrings. This feels pretty good, but if I didn't have the strap, it would feel way too tight. So you're looking where the body has resistance, and then you pause there to breathe. Good. On your exhale, release the strap. Any props on the mat, just set them aside. Hands down, stepping back into three-legged dog. Open up fire hydrant. Pausing right there. Or begin to flip the dog one more time. Coming forward and then flipping over. Exhale back through center, slowly into three-legged dog. And then take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Meeting in child's pose. Big toes touching, knees wide, sinking hips back. Using this moment in child's pose to feel what the breath is feeling like now that you've been moving for a bit. What is the body doing at this moment? Sometimes we notice new emotional space. Sometimes we don't. That's okay. No matter what your experience is, it's perfectly normal. A few more breaths. And seated, we will work through Hero. I'll guide you through a few different variations. You might enjoy some props. But firstly, starting with knees together, I'll turn to face you here so you can see. Draw your knees together and the heels start to frame the hips out to the sides. You might enjoy pulling the flesh away from the calf just to make space. If this feels like a lot on the knees, and take a block and place it under the sit bone, just to raise you up a little. That should give you some space. This posture, really important to just honor what's going on in the body. Let's take 3 deep breaths right here, hands to thigh. On your next exhale, if you have, stay where you are, but if you have yourself up on a block, I want you to experiment with just walking the palms back. And if you're on a block, this is where I want you to pause and stop, no deeper, just here. And so walking the palms back, broadening through the chest, the collarbone. If you're not on a block and this variation feels pretty open, you feel like you could go a little deeper, coming down to elbows. Noticing how this feels. If elbows feels pretty open, pretty good. Work your way down onto the back. Taking 5 more deep breaths. On your next exhale, if you're all the way down onto the back, start by coming first onto elbows. And then up to palms. And then through to seated. From seated, you can draw yourself up and then swing the legs around in front. Just give them a stretch out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, just gentle fold forward. Back up to seated. And then crossing right ankle over left thigh, this time moving into a deeper variation of Lord of the Fishes pose. And so left heel to right glute, keeping both sit bones nice and flat. You can pause here, just hugging your knee in, finding your twist, or right hand behind. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, elbow to thigh as you open. Now, this might be somewhere that you play with your bind, so if you have your strap, as you're opening, start to straighten the left arm, reaching right arm back behind, putting the right hand in your left pocket, and then bending into the left elbow. Grab the strap, and then start to open. As long as you can breathe. If you stop breathing, you've gone too far. Exhale, back through center. Unwind your legs, give them a side to side sway. And then we'll do the other side. And so right leg extends straight, left ankle crosses over and the sole of your foot on the mat. And then right heel to left glute, making sure both sit bones are planted. I'm gonna put my strap where I can reach it here. And then left hand behind, right arm reaches up. And exhale, right elbow, left thigh. Finding the twist first. And then moving deeper into the bind, if it's there. If it's not, don't worry. But reaching for my strap. And then bending. I find this side of my body is tighter. You might find that as well. One side is tighter than the other. Bending your right elbow, reach it through the legs or the strap into your twist. Come back through center, counter twist if you'd like. And then unwind the legs and take your windshield wiper side to side. Good, planting the hands under the shoulders, fingertips towards the top of the mat, feet distance, hip distance apart, moving into reverse tabletop. Big deep breath in, and as you exhale, lift the hips, pressing the pelvis up towards the ceiling and opening through the collarbones, so really pressing into the mat. No saggy shoulders. As you exhale, sit the pelvis down, moving directly into Navasana boat pose. Expand through the collarbone, sit tall. Exhale, plant your hands under the shoulders, feet hip distance. Slowly lift, reverse table. Keep breathing. And the sit bones come down into Navasana boat pose. Plant the hands, reverse table, lift the hips. Sit bones down, Navasana boat pose. One last round, plant the hands, reverse table, lift the hips. And plant the hips, Navasana boat pose. Good, exhale, soles of the feet together, sitting up tall. Do a butterfly shape. Close your eyes, find your breath. If it feels nice to round and fold forward, I'm taking that option. Slowly into seated, and then down onto the back. We won't stay here for the rest of practice. We're just gonna work into the glutes, the legs, a little bit of back bending. Soles of the feet hip distance apart, and about a foot in front of your glutes. Arms by your sides. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, curl the tailbone to ceiling, lift the hips. Rounding into the shoulders, you can start to walk the hands under the glutes, interlace the fingers. With this variation, I want you to focus on pressing into your heels, engage the glute, engage the hamstring, press the hips up. Keep breathing. Then slowly release, come down. The rest here, Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees fall wide. You can place blocks under your thighs for support here. Hand to belly, hand to low ribs. And watching breath go up and down. Your next out breath, slowly draw the knees in. Plant the feet, take one more bridge pose, arms by your sides. On your exhale, press down into heels, curl tailbone up, lift the hips. Again, you can walk shoulders under the body, interlace the fingers, but really grounding into your legs, activating those muscles. If you're not sure, just give them a poke. Are you awake? Kind of lets them know it's time to engage. Wake up. On your exhale, slowly release. Windshield, knees side to side. Good, rolling on to your right side, press yourself up into seated. and we'll meet in a kneeling position. Been working our way to prepare the body for camel. So I'll give you a few variations here. You can use blocks as arm extenders. And so just placing those beside the ankles, and we'll come up onto the knees, 2 fist distance apart. So just measure, that's about hip distance, which is what we want, and then placing your blocks beside ankles if you wish. Well, starting with hands on sacrum, pulling the elbows towards each other, low belly tones in, broadening through the collarbones. Just play with this here. Activating glutes, pressing the tailbone forward towards the top of the mat, pulling elbows towards each other, and then lifting heart. And exhale, lean it back. Press the hips forward. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lean it back. Everything starts to engage glutes, hamstrings, quads. The low belly toned in slightly, lifting the heart. You can reach back for your blocks. Taking the gaze where it feels appropriate for you. And using some core strength, a little bit of tone in the low belly, your leg strength, glute strength to draw yourself back up and into seated. Just pause. Hands to thigh. Watching what comes up energetically, emotionally, physical sensation. And we'll move into a second round. You can keep using the blocks if you like, or try without. And so 2 fist distance between the knees, coming up to kneeling. Hands to sacrum, low back, drawing the elbows towards one another. So if you're holding a basketball behind your back, broaden through the chest. Engage the glutes, press the pelvis forward. And inhale, lift the heart, and exhale back. Good, keep pressing the hips, engage your butt, quads, hamstrings. When you're ready, hands back to the heels, curving the spine over the beach ball. Slowly drawing yourself up, using your muscles. And then into seated. Let this settle. And releasing into a child's pose. Keep your knees together. Reaching arms back towards ankles, forehead to mat. Let the shoulders drop. Pressing up into seated. Swing legs around and we'll meet on the back. Once on your back, hug knees into chest, rocking side to side. Into happy baby, reaching for pinky side edges of the feet, knees wide, towards side body. Again, you can rock side to side. Allow knees to fall to the right into a twist. You can extend the arms into a T, take gaze wherever feels comfortable. Back through center. Taking knees left. Extending arm out. Back through center. We'll end practice today in Halasana, plow pose. So you might just enjoy legs up the wall, unsupported legs up the wall, and just hang out here. That's a great option, great variation. Otherwise, when you're ready, using hands on your low back for support, you can lift the hips and land the feet above the head. Avoid looking around, staring straight up into the thighs as the toes touch above the head. Bending the knees as much as you need to if you have tight hamstrings. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, begin to roll out, landing on the mat. Ready for Shavasana. Arms and legs extend. Take up as much space as you'd like. The feet can flop. Let go of control over your breath. Allow the body to arrive in this space. And practice settling into every cell, every tissue, your energy. And staying in your Shavasana. Move your fingers and your toes. Deep breath in and sigh. We'll meet in seated, eyes closed, and hands at heart center. Closing practice with one Om. Om.